Well, why would God create the universe with all the necessities that we have and then not bother to help us out and to guide us when we need His guidance, or to talk to us when we need Him to talk to us? Why would God be like that? He wouldn't. The same reason God had for talking to the men in the Bible, it's the same reason God has to speak to us today. God is trying to correct us. God is trying to guide us. God is trying to help us. And the only people that don't hear Him are people who don't like Him. People who don't listen to God. People don't care about God. People aren't interested in God. And so it's no wonder, it's no wonder that you have people who deny that God exists. An atheist. An atheist is someone who simply doesn't like God. That's the definition of an atheist. Someone who doesn't like God. Everybody believes in God, but not everyone likes God. We naturally know that God exists. We naturally know that a transcendent being that is greater than us must be the cause of us. We naturally know that. It's by the laws of our mind, by the laws that govern our mind, the laws of logic, we naturally know that God exists. You can't deny it in your heart of hearts. But people deny it verbally because people don't like God. You know why? Let me tell you why. Atheism is a crutch for the morally wicked. Atheism is nothing more than a crutch. Because when you want to live however you want to live, you certainly don't want to believe that there's a God that you're accountable to.
I want to help people and be a good moral person. I still believe I'm going to find somebody at the pearly gates after it's all over.
You don't believe in God?
I didn't say that. I said I didn't believe that I was going to find myself at the pearly gates after doing good deeds.
I never said that either. But you seem to be implying that there's no heaven after death. I would submit to you that if there is no God that is transcendent above us, that legislates over us, there is no such thing as absolute morality. Because if morality is not legislated by God, then morality must be our own invention. And if society is the one that determines morality, then no society has been morally wrong. If the individual is the one that originates morality, then no individual has ever been morally wrong. Morality essentially is laws on how we should and shouldn't behave. But if morality comes from us, then we determine how we should and shouldn't behave. And if we determine how we shouldn't behave, no individual or society has ever been wrong. Morality cannot be something that's originated. Morality must be the eternal concepts that God has in His minds as to how people should and shouldn't be treated because of their intrinsic value. So we know that there's a God, and we know that He's given us laws how we should and shouldn't behave. But what are laws without punishments? If God never enforces His law, who's going to respect or obey His law? That's why hell is a governmental necessity. Judgment Day is a governmental necessity. God's laws would not be obeyed, God's laws would not be revered or respected or honored if God did not enforce His laws through penalties. And that's why most of NC State is going to hell.
Yeah, but they go to the Yin-Gang Twins down there.
That's why
the Yin-Gang Twins first.
most of this campus is going to hell.
That's not very nice.
Well, the Bible tells me that most of NC State is going to hell. Yeah, the Bible says so. Yeah, the Bible says, broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many, many, many there are that go that way. But narrow is the way that leads to life, and few there are that find it. Therefore, most of America is going to hell. Very few Americans are going to heaven. Very few. That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. Jesus is God. God is Jesus. God became a man. God incarnate. God took on human flesh.
Can you please scientifically explain the virgin birth?
Well, scientific law is based on the natural function of the universe, how things normally and naturally function. A miracle, by definition, is when an event happens in a way that does not normally occur. So therefore, the virgin birth is a miracle because that's not how things naturally and normally operate and function.
That's a very convenient explanation.
But
Breaking laws of nature. Don't you think that? I mean, you're not saying there.
I'm not, no.
Just saying.
God is the author of nature. When God is the author of nature. If God decides to impregnate a virgin, He is not breaking the laws of nature, He's changing them. God is the author of the laws of nature.
That's not right.
If Mary was impregnated through semen, it wouldn't be a miracle. There'd be no miracle about it. So, if you're saying only what is natural can happen, then you're saying the supernatural cannot happen, and by your own standard, you're begging the question and saying miracles cannot exist. That's begging the question. The whole point is that it was not done by natural means. It was done by supernatural means. It was a miracle. Miracles can exist. God is the author of nature. Who is the one who decided that eggs even need sperm? God. God decided that. Evolution, is that intelligent? Oh. Oh. Right, so you believe in intelligent design. You just said evolution was intelligent enough to design a semen and an egg. So now you're saying intelligent design. No. Evolution can never do what we see, because then you'd have effects greater than the cause. If unintelligence created intelligence, if unconsciousness created consciousness, you have effects greater than the cause, and that's scientifically impossible. The cause must be greater than or at least equal to the effect. The cause must always be equal than or greater to the effect.